Sir? Right, with your permission, then we'll just start interview of Satyam. Now, just to brief Satyam about it, Satyam is his name. He's son of Sri S.K. Singh from Ara. Father is M.A. Who is a banker working with 60,000 rupees per month. Mother is B.A. She is a teacher with 30,000 rupees per month. He has got elder brother who is M.A. He himself has done his 10th from Rashtriya Military School, Bangalore, with 81%. 12th, he has gone on to do with 69%. And then he has done his graduation from JNU with 68%. He has been part of NCC A and B certificate holder. He has played basketball, volleyball, and all sorts of facilities which are available with the Rashtriya Military School. He loves to reading, and watching web is his hobby. He has been taken part in debates, decathlon, and all sorts of activities there. He has been a JEO, house captain, CCA captain. Now he is appearing for SSB. It's all yours now, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you. Okay. How are you, Shubham Kumar, Satyam Kumar?
I'm very good, sir. I'm doing good.
Good. Where are you located now at the moment?
Sir, I'm currently in my hostel, sir, in JNU.
At JNU, Delhi?
Yes, sir, New Delhi, Munerka.
Okay, right. You have done your education for 6 years in Bangalore?
Yes, sir, from 6th to 12th, that was for 7 years. I was in military school, Bangalore.
So you are from one of the reputed schools of India. Very, very rare schools, military schools, isn't it? Very
Yes,
few
sir.
of them.
Yes, sir.
So you are one of those lucky ones. Tell me everything that you know about all these military schools, and how many are there? How was it started? Who started it, and why was it started? These military schools.
Sir, for my school, sir, it was established in 1946. And before being a military school, it was a military base for the World War II soldiers. And after the World War II was over, it was designated as a military school in 1946. Later on, sir, the school changed its name 4 times. And then presently, in present times, we know it as Rashtriya Military School, Bangalore. And this is one of the 5 schools that are present all over India. Two of them are in Karnataka itself. One is Bangalore. One is in Bangalore. The other one is in Belgaum. The 2 others are situated in Rajasthan. One is in Ajmer. The other one is in Dholpur. And the third one, sir, is Chal. Chal Military School is the oldest military school, which was established in 1920s, sir, I guess. And in this year, it is celebrating its centenary also.
Nothing more.
And sir, more about my school, sir. It is situated in the very heart of the city, and it is very close to the Church Street and Johnson Market, and it has the area of 68 acres. It has the Olympic size length swimming pool. It has almost every facilities that you would want for games and sports, and it provides you the very best platforms for participating in any of the CC activities that you want to participate. And also, sir, it has a very good academic curriculum. We are affiliated to CBSE board. And overall, sir, I think that it is the best school that anyone can join while at such a young age of age 10 or 11, I guess.
So best school, then why didn't you join NDA?
Sir, I gave my NDA attempts, and as I was not good at acing maths, so I cleared the overall cutoffs for all of my attempts in NDA, but I was not able to get through the sectional cutoff of mathematics. So that's why I was not able to clear the written examination, sir. Otherwise, I would have been through.
From the best school people, you've been to say they cannot clear mathematics.
No, sir, I was only lacking on my part.
What was the reason? What was lacking on your part?
Sir, in maths also, the rest of the chapters I could do very well, but in integration and differentiation, basically calculus was something which I did not ace completely, sir. And that's why I think that I was not able to get through the sectional cutoffs
So
of
you
mathematics paper.
didn't study hard enough,
I did study, sir,
you
but
were not actually not keen to join NDA.
no, sir, I was very much keen to join India, but just because of this maths paper, I was not able to join it.
If I'm keen to join NDA, then I'll put my best. And you being from the best school, I'm sure maths you should have been able to clear it. No?
Yes, sir, I should have been able to, but
Yes.
I couldn't, sir.
So none of the above, that is, didn't work hard enough or not keen to join NDA. Which one do you think you fits into the box?
I think, sir, I should have worked all the more hard for mathematics part because, sir, keenness was there and it's still there if I get a chance to do it. But I think that I should have worked more upon whatever I worked. I should have gone more.
Okay.
Then,
So school NCC, you are in which Army, Navy, or Air Force?
sir, when I was in school, I was in two Karnataka unit. That was a air squadron. And then when I moved to my college, I joined the 2 Delhi RT battalion. That is a army unit. That is a unit of artillery, sir.
So first you are in the Air Force unit,
Yes, sir.
and then the Army.
Yes, sir.
Why this change? And now you want to join Air Force again?
Uh, yes, sir, because when I joined college, sir, there was no air squadron, and the NCC unit, which was affiliated to my college, was of army. So I just joined it, and the basic principles were all the same, sir. Just the uniform was different, and everything that I had to do was very much all the same. So I joined it, but still, I have a keen interest in joining the Indian Air Force itself, sir.
Okay, good. So which branch of Air Force you would like to join?
Sir, I would like to join the weapon systems branch, sir, as I'm not fit for flying. So, but I see my chances as a weapon system operator, sir.
Okay. So since you want to join the Air Force, tell me all that you know about Air Force.
Sir, Indian Air Force, sir, it was firstly when we were under British rule, it was known as the Royal Indian Air Force. After independence, the name Royal was removed from that name and it became Indian Air Force in 1950. And then, sir, in 1954, we got our first chief of air staff, that was Air Chief Marshal Arjun Singh. And, sir, we have seven operating commands. Five of them are main commands, and the other two are training commands, and one is maintenance command. So the central command is situated in Allahabad. The training command is situated in Bangalore. And sir, we have been Indian Air Force actively takes parts in all of the military exercises, be it with UK, USA, Oman, or France. And sir, in recent times also we have been part of a multilateral air force exercises, which included almost 7 to 8 countries. It was named as exercise Tarang Shakti, and I think that case. Indian Air Force, sir, has actively participated in all the wars that the nation has fought, and it will continue to do so in the future times.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now that I know you a little bit, would like to know you more in detail. We'll start from your education background, thereafter your family background, and things like that. Starting with your education, tell me what all subjects you liked from, say, 8th standard onwards, and why. Tell me about your teachers, the teachers whom you liked the most, the others you didn't care about much, and the reasons behind that. Tell me about your friends in school, college, what type of friends you generally make, how many best friends you have, what are the qualities you see in a friend to make him your best friend, and what all activities you have you do with your friends, and why?
Sir, starting from class 8th, my favorite subject has always been the subject of English. And there was not any subject that I did not care much about. I gave equal time to every of the subjects. And after that, sir, my favorite teacher would surely be Mrs. Sarita Sharma ma'am, as she was our housemaster. She was a motherly figure to whole of our house. And sir, then uh, after that, sir, uh, in that after sir, teachers, what did I have to tell you about?
You've forgotten the rest of the questions.
No, sir, I just don't remember them sequentially. Should I answer it in any manner possible?
Yeah, you answer the all those you remember. Later on, we'll see.
Yes, sir. So, sir, the friends which I have made many friends till now, sir. Like, and each of the friend circle was different. When I was in school, each of my classmate was very good of friend of mine. When I went to college, I made I met new people and made new friends again. And then, sir, to mention out the best friend, it would be Sachin and Vikas. And I mention them as my best friend because they are, sir, trustworthy, they are dependable, they are honest to me. They help me in self-construction, and they stand by me in my challenging times, and they celebrate my success as their own. And sir, about the friends that I have not liked much, there was not anyone that I avoided or did not like. But sir, when I in school, but when I came to college, there were some people that I did not get along with, and it was just because I did not bound with them well, and the, this would be, sir. I think that.
You gave equal time to all your subjects, but my question was which subject you liked the most, and
Uh,
which are the subjects whom you did not care much or did not like much, and why?
Sir, I liked English very much because it was, first of all, easy to understand. And my teacher was also, Sarita ma'am only taught us English, and she was a very good teacher. The way she used to explain the things was very good. And the subjects I did not care much about would be, sir, maths would be something that I lacked upon while preparing for NDA also. And uh, uh, still, sir, even if I did not like it much, I gave my best of the efforts to ace it, and still, but English would be something, sir, that I kept on priority over any of the subjects.
Okay. Uh, Tell me, you went from Bangalore to Delhi for your graduation, but from Ara in Bihar. Why so?
Sir, as my father was before joining bank, sir, he had served in Indian Air Force for 25 years. So, sir, I had never lived in my hometown. I just visited hometown in the vacations, and I had lived always with my father. Wherever he was posted, our family used to go with him. And then, sir, when I came to class 6, I joined military school Bangalore. At that time, my father was posted in Air Force Station Ambala. And then, sir, after completing my class 12th, I gave the CUT examination. That was the new examination that came up for getting admitted in any of the universities for graduation. So I gave it, and I had good marks. So I joined the Jawaharlal Nehru University sir, in New Delhi.
Mhm. Your dad was in Air Force.
Yes, sir. He served in the Indian Air Force for 25 years.
On which branch he was there?
Sir, he was in Y Group, sir.
Sorry?
He was in Y Group of Indian Air Force, sir. He retired at the rank of sergeant.
So you're not very proud of Air Force, but still you want to join the Air Force.
No, sir. I am very much proud of the Indian Air Force, sir.
So in your PIQ, I don't find anywhere your dad being ex-Air Force.
Sir, I thought that I had to mention the current occupation, sir. That's why I didn't mention it.
Anyway, so your understanding is somewhere which gives doubts in others' mind that you're not. Because if my dad was in Air Force, the first thing I'll tell whenever somebody says, even if he's doing any other job afterwards, he becomes say even a CEO of a big company. I'll say my dad is ex Air Force first, isn't it? And then I'll
Yes,
say
sir.
ki, whatever he is thereafter.
Yes, sir. I'll
What do you
surely
say? What do you
mention
think
it.
about my mind?
Of course, sir, I should have done it, but I just thought that key,
I'm
whatever
not
his
talking
current
about what
occupation.
you could have done. I'm saying, what do you think of my mind, which talks about Air Force first, and then whatever he is doing now?
That's the same mindset that I have, sir, and I always keep Indian Air Force like at the higher pedestal than anything else.
Okay, good. Because a lot of people try to hide these days that their father was in Air Force or Army or Navy for different reasons.
No,
What
sir, I don't
possible
have.
reasons could be there that they do hide their service background?
I don't think, sir, there should be any reasons to hide their service background, sir, because there is a very proud thing that someone can do, that is to serve the nations by joining the any of the three forces. So, sir, I don't think there might be any possible reasons that why would someone hide their father being a servant of the defense forces.
Okay. So, to improve maths, how many times did you appear for NDA?
Three times, sir. Three times, sir. Three
Sorry?
times. Three times,
Three
sir.
times. All three times you
First
failed
one,
in maths.
yes, sir.
So, after that, what was the second alternate career you have thought of, if not defense?
Sir, if not defense, sir, I think that keeps, sir, I'll get into defense by one way or the other. But if at all we are cutting off that whole part, then, sir, I think that I'm doing my graduation, and then after that, I'll do my master's, sir, and then I'll appear for the civil services examination, sir.
You are doing graduation in which subject?
Sir, I'm doing it in French honors, sir.
Sorry?
French honors, sir. In JNU, sir, all the undergraduation courses are in foreign languages, sir. You can only do your graduation in the foreign languages. So I have chosen French for myself, sir.
And masters you intend doing in?
Masters, I'll be doing either in, sir, international relations, or I'll be pursuing French only, sir. And then also, sir, I have thought of moving to France and becoming a teacher there. And like, sir, many of my seniors here in college, they move to France and then they open their coaching or they join a school in which they teach our language to their students, like Hindi and English to the French students. And that is also a good career opportunity that I am trying to pursue, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, just grading yourself in the luck factor, how lucky you think you are out of the all the Indian Indians, boys or girls of your generation, your age? You should be in what percentage? Top percentage? What percentage?
I don't think that, sir, I have such a great luck because if I had it, then I would have gone through the sectional cutoffs at least once. I won't grade myself in the top of the section, but yes,
No,
some luck is
luck
always there.
factor, not grading yourself. How lucky or how much luck factor is there in your life so far, especially in your generation, your age?
Um, so I think luck has played a significant role, sir, because even after not joining India, I was able to join a prestigious institution. And
No, you have not
uh,
understood me. I am
yes, sir.
saying, say, about 60% of the your generation does not get two times meals in a day
Yes, sir.
in India,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what percentage of kids don't go to school.
Yes.
Definitely, the percentage you come even higher when it comes to roti, kapda, makan, all three.
Yes.
Then to have illustrious dad like you from defense, mother teaching, brother postgraduate. So that way, counting your blessings, studying in the top school, as you said, there are only 5 military schools. Getting chance to study there is for 7 years. Out of 13, 14 years that you must have studied so far, 7 years you are in one of the best schools.
Yes.
Yeah, that way I'm asking you, count your blessings and tell me what percentage of your generation, boys, girls, get such a brilliant start in their life.
I think very less, sir. Very few of them.
Sorry,
Very few of them, sir. I think very few of them.
what roughly what percentage?
Sir, max to
You have
max,
not
sir,
given a thought to it.
5 to 7%, sir, not more than that. If we are considering my age group as 100%.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
So we will start with your hobbies, interests, extracurricular activities, and things like that. Tell me about your hobbies during school days. Now, tell me what all you did. Why did you select those hobbies, or why do you like those hobbies? And how do you pursue them? How much time do you devote for that? What all interests you so far when you were in school 7 years and now in JNU, lot of freedom, right? Tell me what all extracurricular activities you took part in school, your participation, your achievements, similarly during now in JNU, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, when I was in school, sir, my hobby, when I was in class 7, sir, I started reading books. And sir, then thereafter, sir, a friend of mine suggested it to me, read my first book, sir. And then after I read it, sir, reading books became my hobby while I was in school. After I passed out from school, sir, I got access to mobile phones and internet. So I started watching a lot of movies and web series in my free time, and that became my interest. And sir, in JNU also, sir, I give my equal share of time to reading books and watching web series. And sir, talking about extracurricular activities, sir, I have represented my house since class sixth in the elocution competitions, and in the Hindi elocution, I used to represent my house, and in the English story writing competitions. After that, sir, when I came to senior category, I went to represent my house and school both in declamation and sometimes in debates also. When I came to JNU, sir, I became an active member in the NCC, and we organized all sort of events in which we included short talk competitions and lecturate competitions, in which every other units of NCC came to our college and to part in it. I also was a very active participant of the same, sir.
Mhm.
So, sir, debate, declamation, elocution, and English story writing has always been of my interest, sir, in extracurricular activities.
Okay. Tell me about your sports activities from in school and now.
Sir, talking about sports, sir, as I was from military school, I got a very good sports background for myself. And sir, starting from class sixth onwards in 2000, and from before also, sir, before joining military school, I used to play basketball. And sir, when I joined school, I learned how to play volleyball also. So, sir, basketball and volleyball, I played in both for juniors and seniors category. In basketball, I was the part of the school team also that represented our school on zonal levels. And sir, then after that, when we moved to the senior categories, then I learned how to swim and how to box also. So I went for boxing and swimming also, sir. So, sir, basketball, volleyball, boxing, and swimming have always been of my interest in sports, sir.
Okay, good. In the college now?
Sir, in college also, I continue to play basketball and volleyball, sir. Swimming has been on a lighter note. I go for swimming in weekends, but sir, boxing has come to a full stop, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
in the college now, your principal or your what do you call
Vice
your
chancellor, sir.
departmental head,
Yes.
he calls you and he says, let's have interdepartmental. He has been tasked to conduct basketball tournament in the college, in the university, okay, within the campus, and he tells you to organize it department wise, various departments. After say about a month, tell me what all planning will you do, what all assistance you'll require from the university or your department, and how exactly will you conduct this tournament?
Yes. Okay. So, sir, for organizing a basketball event, sir, first of all, it is an inter-department event. So I'll call off all my friends from each of the departments, and then we'll sit out, and first of all, we'll decide the dates. We'll get the dates approved from our department head, and once we get the clearance on dates, then, sir, we'll put out notice on every of the departments board that the game has been Inter-Department Basketball Championship has been decided on so and so date, and will request everyone to make their teams, get their teams registered, and after we have the teams from all the departments, I'll be requiring, sir, referees, two referees for ensuring the fair play of game, and then, sir, I would want two of the ground staff to have the court cleaned up, to have the nets repaired, to have the linings made, and, sir, I would want I would put it on the college website also, that so that everyone knows, and everyone uh, who want to just spectate the game, sir, I'll have arrangements for them also. And once the match day arrives, I'll have the arrangements for a basic first aid, and then, sir, things like Glucon-D and refreshments will be arranged. Then, sir, for the winners, I'll have the trophies arranged for the winning team and the runners-up team, the gold medals for the winning team, the silver medals for the runners-up team. I'll have the whole depending on the list of team that I have received, I'll plan out pool wise matches, or we'll plan out knockout matches if we have more number of teams signing up. Then, sir, once the flow of event is done, then, sir, I'll send the invitation to my head of the department for being the chairperson of the game in the final match. And once the on the day of final match, I'll give him a call, and then we can have the smooth flow of match going, sir.
How many teams?
Sir, it depends, sir. Here we have almost 13 languages. So if all the language puts up one team, then we'll have 13 teams. And if some language does not is not able to put up, then, sir, will anyways will manage 7 to 8 teams, sir.
That's why my basic question was your planning. So your planning, if you don't know how many teams are going to be there, what further planning can you do? Okay.
Yes.
So basic planning is number of teams, league or knockout, things like that. So where you use your experience as a basketball player going up to zonal level, I think the planning should be the first thing in which you should have excelled. Anyway, so there was during the finals, you will get referees from which place?
Sir, NCC unit is there, sir. NCC unit has the PI staffs. So the PI staffs, there must be someone who would be playing the basketball for services. So I'll have the arrangements done with him, and I'll contact my CO. He'll provide me with the referees.
Okay. So there was some judgmental error during the finals.
Yes, sir.
And since you are the best player of basketball in that group which are assembled there, including the referees, they look up to you for solution. What would your decision be? The
Sir,
team which has been suffering because of the wrong decision, or you'll support the referee who has given the wrong decision?
sir, in that case, sir, if referee decision is the final decision, sir, in the match, we cannot do anything about it, sir.
What will be your decision? I don't know much about the game.
Sir, whatever the referee's decision is, sir, if he is saying that it is out, then it will be out, sir. If he does not count the basket is not counted.
Okay, good. So after the match is over, the team which has suffered, the 3-4 of them catch you alone somewhere behind a building, and they start questioning you and threatening you. What will you do?
I'll convey that case, sir. As they all are sports players, sir, they would be knowing the very basics of the game that whatever the referee has decided for them is the best for all of
So
them.
one of them
And
short-sighted or short-tempered rather, as tall as you and well-built, he gives you one punch on your face. Now what will you do?
sir, I'll uh, persuade him not to give the another one and tell him that this is very wrong that you are doing and you should not be doing it. And the others would be there. They must be seeing that it is wrong. And I'll tell them that whatever
He
I did,
gives
I
you
did.
two more. He says, "Don't give bhashan to me. I know everything. I know better basketball than you."
Then if he says so, then I'll challenge him for a match, sir. If you know
Sorry?
better basketball, then if he says so that he's better than me at basketball, I'll give him a challenge for a match. I'll What else can I do, sir? If you are better than me at basketball, then let's sort it out on the basketball court itself. Why to get into this small talks and all?
So you will be like Mahatma Gandhi, give the other cheek to him to hit you again.
Um, I'll
No.
no, sir. Of course, I'll not hit him,
You're a
sir.
boxer,
But
you're a boxer also. He hits you in two separate phases, and still you don't want to reply back. A violent, reply, give him 2 or 3 punches. What's the reason?
because he has lost a game because of me, sir, and because of a wrong decision that was taken up by a referee that who I had called. So,
Just a moment. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, his anger is valid, sir, as he has lost a very important match because of a wrong decision by a referee that was called
No,
up.
that's okay. I understand your point. It's not important, but he has given you now. First, he gave you one. Then he says, "Don't give me bloody bhashan." He gives you two more, and still you don't want to reply back in the same coin.
Uh, Sir,
You are
violence is never
scared.
an option. No,
You are
sir, I'm not
scared.
scared, but I'll try
Then,
to
then,
persuade
then,
him with my talk, sir.
give me,
And
give me
I'll
reason why you are not hitting him back.
Because, sir, violence is never an option of sorting out fights, sir, and that too college fights are very futile for me being violent, and it's
So
not a
that's
very
what I
big.
said. You are like Mahatma Gandhi will tell him, "Okay, give me two more."
It's a very small cause for me to raise up my hand, sir, and it's not a very big reason. So I'll just convince him with my talks itself ki this is not right, and we should sort it out
As I
some
told
other
you,
way.
he doesn't want lecture baji. He just wants to sort it out with you physically.
So then we can have a game on the court itself, sir.
Hmm?
Then we can have a game on court itself, sir. Then we can know that who is more physically or
He
mentally
says,
stronger.
"कोर्ट कोर्ट छोड़ दो अभी यहीं sort out करेंगे."
फिर तो सर सॉर्ट आउट करना पड़ेगा फिर
हाँ?
फिर तो सर
क्या
देन
करना पड़ेगा?
फिर तो सर सॉर्ट आउट विल हैव टू सॉर्ट इट आउट सर इफ वी आर लेफ्ट विथ नो अदर ऑप्शंस
हम्म.
then we'll have to sort it out there itself, sir.
When you're trying to sort out, the two more chaps, they catch you by your arms, and this chap gives you two more. Now what?
First of all, I'll try to overpower them, and if
You are not
I'm
you are not able to overpower three people.
uh, then, sir, I'll apologize to them for whatever loss they had because of me. And then again, sir, I'll just keep persuading them that it was a referee's decision and we have to
Okay, so finally you'll apologize.
take it out.
They said दोबारा ऐसे गलती नहीं करना, and they just kick you out from there.
Then, sir, I'll have the authorities
Thereafter,
deal with them.
thereafter, what will you do?
Then, sir, I'll have the authorities deal with them. I'll make sure that they don't visit the campus for the next 14 days.
Okay, right. So you are going to apologize and then go and report the matter to the authorities. Am I right?
Of course, sir, this has to be reported to the authorities because
Okay.
the matters
Let's
went out of the hand.
let's talk about your family background. Tell me, with your dad's service, which all places you went around with him, which all places you liked, what all you learned during those formative years about Air Force. Tell me about your elder brother, what all you did with him, discussed with him, or you had fights with him for what all, and how were the fights resolved. Tell me about your parents, your relations with your mother, your father now, and what all you do together as a family.
So, starting from my very basic education, sir, it started in when my father was posted in Central Air Command, Prayagraj, sir. Then Allahabad. So, sir, I started studying in the Air Force School, Bamroli. There, I was from my LKG to class second. Then, sir, after Prayagraj, we were posted to Air Force Station Uttarlai, Badmer, that is in Rajasthan. That was at that time it was a base of Big 21, and my father was at that time a corporal, and I studied there from second to class fourth, and starting of class fifth. Then he was posted to Bangalore, and then when he was posted to Bangalore, I also cleared the entrance examination of military school, and then I joined the military school. After, sir, I went to my class 8th. He was again posted to Air Force Station Ambala. And after having served in Ambala, sir, he was then posted to Southwestern Air Command, Gandhinagar. And sir, from thereafter, he retired from the Indian Air Force. So before I joined military school, sir, I learned that the campus that Indian Air Force provides us, it is a very good place for anyone to be born and brought up. It has every facility that any child can want. It has very good, well-built roads, playing facilities. Every station has parks, children parks, and gyms that are very useful for the netizens in and around the campus. After that, sir, my relationship with my brother, it's very convivial, sir. And yes, we have fought sometimes in back in way back, sir, over very futile reasons. That would be some TV ka remote or something like that. But no serious fights we have had till now, and I don't see forward to having any of it. For currently, he is pursuing his master's in political science from School of Open Learning in Delhi University, and always plays a very umbrella kind of role for me. Like whenever I do something wrong, he always shades me. He always protects me from getting in front of father, and we always share a good bond. We always go for movies together. We always have some or the other chit chats going in and around. Where before I joined military school, sir, I and my brother, we both studied in the same school. That was the Kendriya Vidyalaya. And sir, the relationship with my mother is also very good, sir. She always takes very good care of me whenever I visit my home. Whenever I'm not there at my home, she'll always give me a call, ask me how I am doing. I also reciprocate in the same way, sir. And when I get there in to the home in my vacations, we all the four of us, we spend very good quality time. We have all the three meals together. When my father comes back home after his office hours, we sit together, we have chai, we ask father about how his day was, we tell father about how our day was, and it's a very good relationship that I share with all of them, sir.
Hmm. And your mother teaches what subject?
Sir, my mother currently, sir, she's a primary school teacher, so she teaches environmental science, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me, at home, when you're there in the during chutti and things like that, how did you help your mother, or if your father is there, what all areas you helped your mother and father?
Sir, my mother always requires my help in like the daily chores of a household. Sir, like cleaning the utensils after every meal. I do it by myself whenever I'm at home. Then, sir, if at all puja is there in home, I go out and she gives me the list of what all she requires. I go out and bring all the things to home. I usually go along with my brother itself. Then, sir, father, he takes me to his bank, and as our grandmother is also there, sir. So whenever she has some or the other medical emergencies, or let's say regular checkups, sir, I will always go with my father to the hospitals. And on the weekends where me and my father are both there, so we repair the broken stuff in our houses. We see if all the pipes that we have in our homes is working well or not. We go out and sometimes, sir, like in market, whenever he needs my assistance, I go out with him in the markets and help him buy stuff. And uh, my mother also requires my assistance with the things like maintaining her attendance register and all. I write the names of all her students in her attendance register, and cover those notebooks up. His her teachers' notebooks. I put covers on all of them. I write the heading of each of the new modules that she's going to teach. And like that, sir, I help both my father and mother, sir.
Okay. Now that you are in the boarding at JNU, tell me about your daily routine right from the morning to evening, from the time you get up till the time you go to sleep, on a working day and on a holiday.
Sir, on working days, sir, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I go for a run, and sometimes I hit the gym also in the morning itself. So for 2 hours, I work on myself, and then, sir, I have breakfast at 8. Then, sir, 8 to 9, I do my daily chores and like brushing up and bathing up, and then I have my breakfast, and then I move to classes. Sir, from 9 to 1, I am there in classes. We have two classes, 9 to 11, and the other one, 11 to 1. After coming back from classes at 1 o'clock, I have my lunch and I go to sleep. And I take rest for almost 2 hours. Then, sir, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At 3 o'clock, I wake up and then I start studying for the upcoming examinations, or start preparing for SSB, or whatever sessional examinations that I have. Sir, for 3 to 5, I do the studies for that. Then, sir, at 5 o'clock, I again hit off the court, and I choose whether to play basketball or volleyball, and depends on the day. So I play in the evening from almost 5 o'clock we start, and we play till 7. And so then I again come back, freshen up, have my dinner at almost around 8 o'clock. Then, sir, after 8 o'clock, I sit down again in my room and start studying. And for like almost 8 to 10, I study, sir. And then after that, 10 o'clock, I either pick up a book to read or watch a movie. and then, sir, I go to bed by 11 or 11:30.
And what
That
about on
was
holidays?
that was on working days, sir. On holidays, I skip the morning PT wala part, and then, sir, I directly go for breakfast. And as classes are also not there, I take up time for self study, and then from 9 to 11, I do self studies. From 11 to, sir, almost like evening 5, the whole time is there for me to either work upon a new skill. So I had started learning how to edit videos, and in I was working on that skill of mine. And then, sir, either I take rest in that time, or I study a book, or I read a book, or, sir, if I have something in my watch list, I cover that up from 11 to 5 o'clock. Again, sir, I go to play, and, sir, have dinner at 8. And then, sir, I again study for 8 to from 8 to 10. Then, sir, I go to sleep around 10:30 to 11, sir.
Okay. Reading being a hobby,
Yes.
you don't read anything other than only one odd book or so. How do you keep yourself abreast with the latest current affairs happening in the country and internationally?
Sir, current affairs, sir, I do not read anything about current affairs, sir, but I'm still planning to develop a new hobby of reading newspapers, but I am still not able to do that, sir. But I keep myself updated with the world affairs by the source of YouTube, or by the online news channels that are there, Times of India and Hindustan Times, the In Shots app that is there, sir, that shows us news in very small pieces and the headlights of it. So I keep myself updated with that itself, sir.
Which is the latest international news that has interested you? Tell
Sir,
me about it in details.
international news that interested me um, would be, sir. I've not been in touch with international news, sir, lately. That I can tell you in detail, sir. Sorry about that. Um, I've not
Okay,
checked up with the
which is the
international.
book you are reading currently?
Sir, currently I was reading a self-help book that is Atomic Habits.
And which is the last book which you read completely?
Sir, that
Tell me
was
about it in details.
Sir, the last book which I read completely was Indian mythological book, sir. It was about Mahabharat, and it was interesting because it showed us Mahabharat from Duryodhan's point of view, sir. Sir, the uh, author was Sir Anand Neelkantan, and he is author of Indian mythological writings only. So, sir, that was a very interesting book, and that was the last book I read completely, sir. That I completed, and then I started with Atomic Habits.
So, what have you learned from that book?
Sir, that book was very interesting, sir, because that book taught me the values of principle, the values of standing for right, the values of facing the consequences if you are at the wrong side of the team. And, sir, although, sir, it was placed in a way back time, it still influences the daily life things too that we get in day-to-day lives, like the leadership qualities that the characters in that book have shown, the bravery those characters have shown in that book, the firmness for standing for what is right, that the characters in those book have shown. That is something that has inspired me a lot, sir.
Mhm. So, the bravery part, you haven't taken it seriously.
I have taken it, sir, but still, I'll like Krishna did, sir. He waved off war till the last extent, but fought it when it was inevitable. So I also try to follow the same, sir.
Okay, good. It's been nice talking to you, Satyam. I've asked you many questions. You can ask me a question if you like.
Uh, I don't think that I have a question for you, sir.
Okay, you're all clear in your mind.
Almost, sir.
Okay, good. And that's all, sir.
Okay. Let's
Prasad, sir.
how do you like how do you evaluate yourself, Satyam? How do you evaluate yourself?
A lot of practice is required, sir. A lot of effort is required of me.
No, so that's
Like,
that is separate. That is your wording very. Let's see what do you find so right into you, and what you find didn't so no not so right.
sir, right was, sir, ki, I think that coherence was there in my answer, sir. Ki,
What is
like,
coherence?
like कि सर एक जगह पे जैसे मैंने कहा कि I'll not fight them till the last extent. That was something
That
that
is
I
that
had read in the book.
coherence is no laser coherence. It's a moving from A to B. Now, when he
Yes,
asks
sir.
you question, you have missed out question. There's a coherence gets missed out. You
Yes,
missed
sir.
out the question also. So there can't come coherence. That what you thought of process goes into tandem.
Yes, sir.
So
That
that
was so, sir,
what other good
very.
quality you had?
I was honest, sir. I was
Okay,
honest
very nice. Honest. Okay.
all the time.
What are the any other qualities which you feel you know?
Uh, any other qualities?
Okay. Before Colonel Karam takes on, let me just tell you around there. You started a first question that he had asked you around there. What tell me, the military station that you visited and all what that you went around there, and which branch of Air Force you would like to join. Before that, round there, as he had already pointed out, in your PIQ, you already missed out very, and it is on purpose because we have seen many people they want to avoid telling that they are son of an ex-serviceman. Let me just be very clearly. And it is quite evident, when your father is working as a after MA with working in a bank and he gets 60,000 rupees. It's quite evident that it is re-employment. It's quite evident from the system. So you have to wisely rightly put because you have to be proud of what your father is, whatever he is. And it is the one honor which you cannot afford to miss out. And so it is done on purpose rather than anything else. It cannot be missed. Yes, very right. Secondly, you could not justify when you look at your PIQ itself. When you go back from 80 some in 80 odd percent, you came back 69%, and only maths may not have been the only subject for which has let you down. There must be many other subjects also which would let you down. So that clearly indicates not so. No, what sense of responsibility and what we talk about that gets questioned to quite an extent on that. Thirdly, didn't your school provide you certificate B and C? They provide you only certificate A.
Sir, my school was not able to provide me with certificate B because while we were passing out, sir, COVID was there.
Okay, so that you
So,
stands
sir,
logical.
at that time,
that's
yes,
okay,
sir.
fair enough. So that is one thing good which you talked about. That you talked about the branch in Air Force you would like to join. What that is called Weapon System Operation Department. This has been newly launched. I think this is 2022. It has been launched around there.
Yes,
It has
yes.
got answer. That's a proud moment. I think that you have been quite abreast telling about that. That's a happiness around there. Okay, now. When you go back to the very first CIQ that he asked you on there, you totally missed out. Totally mugged. No, you say you spoiled it. And you're starting self. There's a simple pratakali machka pata. The very first question that he asked you, you have rubbed it so badly and he is still holding on to you. Otherwise, he would have just passed on. And that's the end of it. Okay, so you have not asked anything. You have been missed. You have forgotten. You have missed question. You have said no. He didn't ask you that you don't have any question. That who are the friends whom you didn't like? Why do you have to come back? You're putting a foot in your mouth. He didn't ask you that question. Did he ask that question? He asked the question on subject which you like, subjects you don't like, teachers you like, teachers you don't like. He did not ask you the friend circle and who are the friends you don't like. He didn't ask, and you have yourself coming back. You say, I do not, in this college, I do not like few friends now. They are not, they do not know they are. So also, so that totally indicates a social sense of responsibility gone, social adaptability gone, everything goes around there, goes for 6 on there. Okay. Defense now then needed to know you, he has to coax you to bring back onto the question many times. Coax you back. What is the question? He is, I think he's pushing around there. He would have just left it. You seem to be wistful when you're talking about that no career option that he has got it. Now, when you're chosen, you have got no, why did you choose French as a subject? That it should have been elaborated. What was the need of it? It's not that, although you have appeared now, the Central University have got a common interest, and that's fair enough. That's okay. But why did you take GNU first? And why only French subject, only not anything? You could not afford to justify that decision. Secondly, what do you do? Then I'm going to teach Hindi and English in Ram. So that is you just and so you are. It means anyone can push you in any direction. You are going to be a follower. You are not applying your own mind. Your own thought and gets questioned to that extent around there. Okay. Hobby, now let's come back to you have started repetition. You say, yeah, I'm good at English, and then you should have gone taken English as a subject. You are good at it. Why not English? Why only French? So they have no logic to come back onto that. So and then illogical question. When he says for why Delhi, you talked about, he asked you around one question, why did you move out from Ara to Delhi? And your answer was what? I have never been to my village. Only I go during time, and that's the reason I have said to Delhi. What does it indicate? You got no love for the place, birthplace, Mathrubhumi. So you got no love at all. You want to get away from the system. See, if that is the case now, then that's totally wrong. Then again, you have talked about resource. The friends, you have got all the resources. Here's what you've got: the best school, you've got best environment around there, and resourceful achievement. It gets questionable to that extent around there. Okay. Then next he had asked you, tell me the places which you have moved around and the learning that you have got from there. What you answered to that? You answered that it has got a good playground, it has good facility around there. His question was very peculiar and very pertinent. He said, what learning did you have when you moved from place A to place B with your father along there? You never answered that question, and very coolly went on to that talk about it. Okay. Then you also talked about taking as when you talked about hobby. Hobby is your hobbies were reading books. And what read books say? Self-help book you're reading. Why self-help book? That indicates why you got a lot of weaknesses which you're trying to read through that. And you couldn't afford, you talked about only one book. It clearly indicates, though you're talking reading as a hobby, but that hobby is not right. You may not have, I can bet for today that in a year, you won't read 6 books. And you'll find it difficult to indicate that which 6 books you have read. You have not read newspaper. You have not, because the college, that to the JNU, I have been there just next to it. I've been in IIT Delhi. They're next door. And all the facilities they have, there's fabulous facilities around there. And if they've got everything, papers, everything is available. Nothing, you don't walk, you just walk to the college library. And there is no library better than that. I think one of the best libraries that you can ever achieve. And you can't afford to do that and look depending on your soul. So that's totally a second. Then you talked about your self-help group. Then you talked about, I have got new skill development and video. That's how is it going to help you? What is hobby? First definition, you understand. Hobby is one. He asked you how much time do you devote for your hobby? Why do you take that? So you should have talked about it. So you have not been able to talk anything. When you have a daily routine, he has talked about, you read only for at 10 o'clock in the night, you start reading for a page or 2. That's all. Even on the whole day, working day, you have not even talked about anything. Okay, so that's overall. Now, secondly, you talked about watching video and series is not at all a hobby. It's not a hobby. It's an addiction rather than a hobby. Overall, let me tell you very just Imad, I think he will tell you in detail around that. Personally, I feel you ought to relook at yourself. think before you speak, think logically. There's nothing wrong with you. You got enough intelligence to walk through, but you have not utilized it. Overall, absolutely no. You have to develop. Time is up to you. Decide. I leave it to Kadam for onward journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Satyam, if I say your very casual attitude and irresponsible, couldn't care less, just looking for a job is the impression that you are given in last 50 minutes or so. Do you agree with me? You agree?
No, sir. I do not agree.
No.
It is not
Your
your
body
agreement.
language shows.
It's not agreement. It is the impression that you created. It is not. You have given. It's just that you have understood. You have to agree to what that impression a assessor is having. And you cannot doubt his wisdom. Let me just tell you very straight. So there is a need to relook and at least listen to what he is telling. And he still said when you don't agree, so that means there is a lot to be performed. Please, sir.
See, Satyam.
Yes, sir.
You have crossed the adolescent stage. Have you realized that?
Yes, sir.
But still, you behave like a small child because you are a younger one in your house.
Yes.
You have to have that go in you. Realize how lucky you are in your life. If you say Indian subcontinent or the Asian countries or the developing countries or the third world, what we call, you are one of the top, I think 1 or 2% of your generation types. You know, with such parentage, everything you ask for, nobody gets, very few people get into this country to schools like Sunny School or military school. Public schools, so we will not talk about because they are God's own, they are separate, that to very rich people's kids. How many rich people are there in the country? Hardly very few. So they are not even 1%,
Yes.
0.01% or maybe something like that. So public schools will not talk. We will talk only of Sunny schools and military school. How many percentage of your generation people can get there? What was the strength of your batch class?
Sir, when we passed out, we were only 38. And when we
How
joined,
many
we
sections
joined.
were there and how many boys per section?
How many boys, sir? 20 in one and 18 in another. Bio
I
section में
think
less थे.
28 per section. You must be having maximum 2 sections.
Yes, sir, not more.
Okay, so you're 56. Moment you get to the military school, your generation, you were 50% as it lucky because girls were not included. No, girls were not allowed. 50, and thereafter you can keep counting your blessings. But you have not made use of that school. You have been just watching TV and book reading, I don't believe. Was your hobby ever? Okay. So, that is from your body language and the way you answer. Military school, you couldn't give this much knowledge of military school. A boy who couldn't make it to military school, who tried for military school, couldn't make it, he'll be able to tell me that. Air Force, you have been with your dad to every station. You are the lucky ones. Your dad was so nice that he took you all around. Most of the dads in Forge, they leave their families in their village and they keep going all over the country. You are lucky. Again, you have not made best of. You should be able to tell about the Air Force you have seen from inside. Don't tell me about the knowledge was just superficial, which any candidate who is trying for India would know about Air Force that much. I was trying to get into Air Force. If he wants to join the Air Force, he'll have much more knowledge you would have gained. It's just like you go for a movie, you find out about the movie in details, isn't it? Where you are going to spend only 3 hours of your life. And the chap who wants to spend another 30, 40 years of his life in Air Force, he knows about Air Force, Illipo, isn't it? You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Right. Body language is such that you are, mugged up something, and I'm asking you general knowledge question. You are trying to just repeat. You have not paid attention to my questions also, the sequential questions, that way. And after the first answer that was, and all your answers were superficial or just sketchy, little bit. I have given the answer, but simple. You have not tried to project yourself or anything. Most of the time, you have not answered the question itself, as Colonel Prasad has told you. You have to listen to the question, understand the meaning behind it, because SSB is a psychological test, not your knowledge test. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to go through through your life and see the inquisitiveness. Unless you have, you would have, if you had that, you would have learned a lot from every event in your life, every action you took in your life, or your dad took, or your mother took, or your brother
he asked you one
in the
simple
family,
question,
or
what is
putting you in
interest?
one of the best schools, as you said. You have not taken advantage of it because the lack of inquisitiveness, and that is because of casualness and couldn't care less. मिल जाएगा, कुछ ना कुछ हो ही जाएगा, है ना? Nothing will happen. I can assure you this much. You have to do it because everything goes in your favor, except that there is too much competition in your generation. That is the only thing, and for that, you will have to be inquisitive. You will have to be very, very, very active and learn things and answer questions directly. And if you think, you have to think fast and project yourself in that answer afterwards, or maybe in between. If any question is asked, you must answer that question after realizing what is the intention of the interviewing officer. And then in that, if you can add little more, gist to it, or something important that you have learned or you have done, you must add that. I'll forget everything else. You say you went to the basketball, you're nowhere near a raw player who knows only, say, gully danda or gully ka cricket. He can organize better things than you. You didn't even answer my questions. I specifically asked you, what planning will you do? I stressed on that plan.
Second,
what assistance you require,
never talked to any
and
assistant.
how exactly you'll conduct. Yes, sir.
He did not ask the assistance. He did not give it at all. The second part was the planning, assistance, and conduct. They are the three parts. Assistance, he totally missed out. Planning, you muggled up in our way. Planning, what you have done. Conduct, he created a problem. Secondly, he has talked, he is the current, we can't international news. You can't be Satyam now, simple Donald Trump has won, they can't they be international news? Ukraine, Russia war can't be international news. Hamas, Israel can't be international news. What are we talking about? Where are we? And you expect to pass with this? Well, sir.
Only thing you did in the organization was whatever sequence of actions you thought you could do, you just rattled out those few points. That's not organization. Satyam, do you hear me? I can't see you. I can't see you, but.
Yes, sir. He's there. He's there. He can hear you.
I'm there, sir. I'm there.
Okay. Right. So you must hear the question and answer to those questions. Either you are preoccupied somewhere else, that's why you couldn't answer any of the questions or that sequence or anything. Is there something in your mind?
He's overconfident. He thinks that he comes from a good institution. He's studying in a good institution. Now he can walk through that. That is what is there. He has to get out this mood. Mood has to get out. School and college, it is not that you may be the son of a, say, Raja ke beta hota hai, acha nahi ho sakta. You got all the damn facility, but you have not utilized it. Simple. And that you have to get out of that stigma that I belong to that aristocrat, that college and school and all, but that is gone. That is past now. Chalo, thank you.
Yeah, Satyam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, courage. I'm very disappointed. You know why?
Boxer.
Bye,
Well,
sir.
you're from my school. I just want to tell you, you're from my school. You're young, hot blood. You should be having. You must behave at your age. You can't behave my age. Satyam, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
You can't behave my age. Let me tell you, you have to be your age. If I talk about a girl, your reaction should be different. My reaction should be, say, a
Different.
daughterly feeling or a granddaughterly feeling. Your
Yes, sir.
reactions can't be daughterly or granddaughterly.
No, sir.
Your reaction to that chap hitting you was, similar to my reacting to a girl granddaughterly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. To behave like that, you got to spend another 50 years on this earth. Then you can behave like that. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When you are right in your decision, but you are not confident.
Yes, sir.
You are a tall, almost 7 feet,
No,
6 feet
5'10", sir.
something.
5'10".
Huh?
Five
Sorry,
feet 10
5
inches.
something, almost 6 feet, closer to 6 feet, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And you're a boxer, which I have started doubting now. At least you say you're a boxer, you have to behave like one. If he gives you one, first time, yes, agreed, decency demands, or you want to get into that, don't want to get into that ruckus. Second time he hits you, that's the time. If you're still, I would say, a clever chap, if you think that this you can't take over his other friends also simultaneously, giving bloody 2-3 kicks and hit him and run away from there. Nobody can call you a coward if you run away from there after hitting, not without hitting. You should have hit.
Yes,
That is a sensible thing to do, and you can justify it. If I ask you after you say I'll hit him, give him 2-3 solid ones, I am also a boxer, and then I'll run away from there. I will
Yes,
have
sir.
no grudge against that or anything to say about it. I would say yes. Or even at your age, after he gives you first, you say I'll give him 2, and I'll then tell him what is the correct thing to do in that, and I did that correctly. And that is acceptable. And you're trying to join defense force. If you're trying to join a Kanya Pathshala as a teacher, then it's okay. मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, मैं भाग जाऊँगा. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Have you got
Yes,
the
sir.
point? What is expected out of you?
Yes, sir.
Then, what all exams are you giving now?
Sir, I have given the CDS exam, I have given the FCAT exam, and sir, now I'll be appearing for CUET PG examination, post graduation
Okay.
के लिए.
Okay. You have to improve your body language. You watch TV, you'll come to know yourself. You're now grown up. You'll realize, okay, this person is talking confidently. This chap is not confident, and you have to confidently speak. Give on topics you speak at home. Your mother, your brother, your father will be able to tell you whether you have spoken confidently. Your ratta marker, you're thinking as if you're giving some test, general knowledge ka koi test. And general knowledge, you have to read newspapers, because defense forces is not only strength, arm wala physical strength.
No, sir.
Geopolitics is there, politics is there, international relations are there. All this you have to know as a defense officer.
Yes, sir.
And unless you have background right from now onwards, you will never ever make it as a defense officer. And the whole aim is not to discourage you.
Yes, sir.
You have all that the environment can provide you. It is only from your side. Just imagine you're born with all the limbs, good brain, good eyes, good everything. There itself you're so lucky.
Yes, sir.
So the only thing is effort from your side, correctly, right direction. And only you can do it. Nobody else can help you.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, Satyam?
Yeah. Now, any question you have for me?
No. No, sir, that only that basketball scene was there that you cleared it out. Rest, I'll work upon everything, sir, that you have told me.
Yeah, in
Thank you,
the evening
Kanakadam.
when you sleep, before you sleep, not now, go and enjoy yourself. But in the evening when you sleep, write down what all you have learned from this 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Kanal Prasad is a very experienced psychologist.
Yes, sir.
What he says,
No.
just write it down. What I have said, just add to it a little bit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And go after it.
Yes,
You
sir.
got everything. There's nothing wrong with you. तेरा अच्छा है, बदन है, smart है, सब कुछ thinking, you're intelligent, nothing wrong with you. You have to change
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
I take a strongest detergent. Nirma powder लो, अपने आप को धो. Wash yourself with the strongest detergent. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Keep washing. Okay. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Kanakad. I'm grateful to you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Satyam, just stay put.
All
And
the best, Satyam.
Thank
But
you, sir.
school
Thanks a
time
lot.
का नाम ऊपर रखो.
Sir, which batch, sir?
You have an association in Delhi, isn't it?
Yes,
Georgians
sir.
Association. Are you a
Yes, sir.
member?
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm a member at the Georgian Association, Bangalore, sir. Anil Sharaut, sir.
You are in Delhi. Bangalore का क्या फायदा अभी? Delhi का member
Sir,
बनो. They are very active. They are the most active Georgian association in the country.
sir, you are also from
Right?
military school, Bangalore itself.
yes, he has.
Welcome.
That's why he has taken so much interest onto you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's taken so much into. He was picked up only for you only. There is somebody I have to request him. He has got a backache and he couldn't afford to do it at 12th. He has taken his time to come to you. You should be thankful
Thanks a
for
lot,
him.
sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for taking out your time,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Right, sir.
All the
Thanks a lot.
best. Do well.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Satyam will
very
stay
much.
back.
Bye. Good day.
Yes, sir.